What's up, gamers? What's up, gamers? What's up, gamers? I gotta say, am I the only one out there excited for Classic WoW? Am I the only one? I must be the only one. I don't think anybody else is excited about Classic WoW. If you're like me, you can't contain the hype that is Classic WoW. See, as a player who began playing during Wrath of the Lich King, I consider myself one of the OGs of World of Warcraft. Original gamer. If you don't believe me, just ask my cool new roommate, JP.
I'm intimately familiar with SENPAI's work within the World of Warcraft. The literature is clear on this issue. There's simply nobody better than SENPAI when it comes to the World of Warcraft fidget game.
With that being said, I got some advice for all you new and returning players, so let's get right into it. Number 10, add-ons. Simply put, do not use add-ons. Add-ons put you at risk for accidentally downloading illegal software and malicious viruses. Using add-ons puts you at risk for accidentally downloading viruses to your PC. Everything you need is built into the default WoW client, and you can find these settings if you just take some time to look in the interface settings. The highest level of PvP play in WoW today doesn't even allow for the use of add-ons, so what does that say about using add-ons yourself? Cheating! Simply put, cheating. Number 9, key remapping. Some people believe that remapping A and D to strafing keys is a good idea. The idea behind it is this. You use your mouse to turn your character and your camera angle while using A and D to strafe back and forth in order to give you more angles of mobility. After trying this for an hour or two during the stress test, I found that it was awfully inefficient trying to turn with my trackpad. So you're definitely going to want to keep A and D keybound to turning. Number 8, sticky targeting. When you first log in, you'll notice that whenever you try to click off of a target, you actually cannot click off of the target. I don't know if this is actually on or off by default in retail. I'm just gonna assume it's off in retail because I ain't got time to do that type of research. Since it is on in Classic and not on in retail, you automatically know that you want to keep this setting on because Classic is better than retail in every single way, and there's no point in discussing it. Oh! Number 7, class balance. Although I love Mists of Pandaria a lot of people believe this is where classes began to really homogenize. Fortunately, in Classic, each class has its own unique flavor and brings a lot of utility to the table, so you have classes that can do very specific things that are all needed. Unfortunately, one side effect of that is that class balance is all over the place. My best advice is to just not even bother playing Hunter or Druid. You aren't going to get invited to any raids, and especially not my raids. Number 6, professions. A lot of people stress the importance of leveling up first aid during Classic, but I actually have a tip for you that will save you a lot of time. Don't even bother. Don't even bother. I'm here to stress that you don't even need first aid to level up in Classic. My advice? Just level up alchemy. Alchemy is the lavish man's first aid when you really think about it. Let's face it, everybody and their mother is telling you to level up first aid, but if everybody and their mother told you that Mists of Pandaria was a bad expansion, would you believe them? First aid sucks. Just look it up, okay? Figure it out for yourself. Number 5, macros. A lot of players claim that macros separate the good players from the great players. I say that macros separate the good players from the goddamn cheaters. Seriously, macros are cheating garbage. Can somebody tell me that in what immersive fantasy setting it makes sense for a warrior to charge in and then immediately sit down to ensure a critical hit? That's ridiculous, okay? That would never happen in a real fantasy setting. An orc would never just, yes, I'm going to sit down and enjoy my Diet Mountain Dew. Macros are simply stupid, unimmersive garbage. Don't bother using them. Number 4, hotkeys. If you tune into any World of Warcraft streamer on Twitch, you're going to see them using a process that was invented during the Burning Crusade called skill hotkeying. Ironically, this unskilled method is actually a suboptimal way of playing the game. Did you know that in Classic, we clicked our hotkeys? That's right, you can actually click your hotkeys with the mouse. So that'll actually free up your hand, your left hand that you have on your keyboard, so you don't have to actually worry about wearing out your keys on your keyboard. You won't have to worry about remembering like 6 buttons. That shit is too complicated, okay? Nobody has time to remember that many buttons. Look, you can put Mortal Strike on K, you can put Hamstring on F11, I don't care. I'm going to click my hotkeys because I know that that is what is going to be optimal for me. Number 3, PANDAREN. Look, I know I'm supposed to be providing tips to classic players returning to World of Warcraft, but I'd like to go ahead and use number 3 to make a suggestion to Blizzard. Look, I know Blizzard, everybody loved Mists of Pandaria. Everybody. Pandas have been in the Warcraft universe since Warcraft 3. I know that it's probably too much to consider for the first few phases of Classic, but for Classic Plus, Blizzard, bring in the Pandaren. I just can't imagine World of Warcraft without pandas. I fucking love the Pandaren. Look, you wanna know what the pandas and I have in common? The pandas make beer. I make beer. The pandas are fat. I'm fat. The pandas have racially insensitive undertones.
You see, I actually have a lot of friends that happen to be,
All I'm saying is if you want Classic Plus to be a box office hit like Kung Fu Panda, we need pandas. Guys, I need help. Currently, I'm in a state where I can't think, dream, or talk about anything but Uncle Gao from Mists of Pandaria. He's just so irresistible. I want him to make me living beer monster in the form of my body and stroke it with his chubby paws. Then we will go to the mountains and lay under the glowing stars. And when the time comes, I will lay him down to bed and I will watch him sleep. His slow, pacing panda snores lull me into a hypnotic trance as I too fall into a deep sleep. Then I wake up to the smell of beer with peppers in it. Uncle Gao is in the brewery making a new batch of beer. His job is nothing to me. Uncle Gao? I ask. Why do you make beer without me?
I cannot share the secret recipe,
Uncle Gao explains. He turns back to the kettle and tastes his beer. Uncle Gao falls to the ground as the sleeping pills overtake him. He is my destiny now. I lock him in a cage and lay against it. Oh, Uncle Gao, I say, you complete me. Hey guys, thanks for letting me waste your time with this stupid video. If you're interested in wasting more of your time, feel free to hit the subscribe button on my channel, or if you'd like to hit me with a follow on Twitch TV/D_SENPAI. I'll be streaming the first 10 hours or so of Classic as the servers open up on Monday at 5 p.m. Central Time, I think. Links are going to be down below for everything. Really appreciate the support. Next video sometime in the next 5 years. Peace.